This, ladies and gentlemen, is brown teff injera, made out of brown teff and water, nothing else. It's sourdough, very well fermented, and I have a whole bunch of them. Look, this is amazing quality. The best injera made by a non-Ethiopian person. That's me. And welcome to my injera kingdom. The best injera. If you find better injera, tell me. I don't think you're going to find it. Fermented for many days. It's a bit sour, yeah? This is how it should be. Injera doesn't go with everything. It goes well with meat. It goes well with stew. So usually it doesn't go well with milk. I don't like it with fish. So yeah, it's just you need to combine it with the right foods and just check out what the Ethiopian people eat. So finishing cooking this one. Okay, right, this one's ready. Look, thousands of eyes. This is the good injera, thousands of eyes. Look, yeah. Okay, the siteta, you need the siteta. After you cook the injera, you need to put it on the siteta. Look, I don't even need a spatula or nothing. Just cooks very well. Needs to cool down here because it releases a lot of steam. After each injera, I just go here with a towel. There is nothing on it. I applied a touch of oil just for the very first one, just a touch, just two drops really, and then no more oil. So you see, it's not thick. If you make it thicker, you won't get that many eyes. Be careful here when you draw the canvas, then it's easier. You can splash more. If you miss a spot, then go back and add to it later, it's alright. So now, just wait for it. And let's watch how it changes, how it cooks. I always find this amusing, especially and very entertaining, especially when there are so many eyes, like now. Well fermented, not too thick. You get that. Beautiful. I hope you could see it. I'm waiting because now when this white thing almost disappears but not completely, I put the lid. Wait for about 40 seconds. I can also tell by the size of the drops from the condense here, from the condensation of water. Just by the size of the drops I can tell, but it's about 40 seconds. So count like 1, 2, 3, 4 to 40. And this is when I'm going to remove the lid. So you see, The drops are getting bigger and bigger. If you wait for too much, they are going to drop all around, and then you're going to hear them, which means it's really time for you to remove the lid, like I'm doing now. And you get some water. Better to clean it for the next one, otherwise it may just drip everywhere. And now you need to wait a little bit more. Here you see this is my largest hop, and I use just a touch down from medium power. So cannot tell from here, so relatively high heat but not too high. You see, I want the injera to cook for a few minutes. I don't want it to burn very easily. This is important because look, it's a brown one, but still you can tell whether it's burnt or not. This obviously isn't. So that's the thing. Shouldn't be too hot, otherwise you get a burnt injera and not really cooked throughout, which is not you want. And you can just check from time to time like this. It is almost ready. I usually also observe this edge here, which kind of always cooks faster. So when it gets dry, I think it's time for me to remove it. So the idea here is really to remove as much water as possible, because you can see the steam is coming. It's time for me to remove the next one. I circle them to give them maximum time on the seteta. This is seteta, Ethiopian seteta, used specifically for injera, but I also use it for different other things when they're too moist and need to cool down. So like this. And then I continue with the next one. And by the look of it, I will probably get this one and another one. And I always change them in order. So first I put here, second here, so the third one will be this one. So soon I need to remove it. Look at it. Look how beautiful it is. Look at it. It's just so beautiful. Brown injera is much tastier. Many people, including many Ethiopian people, they mix in tea flour with other flour, with rice flour, with corn flour. And there is an economical reason for that, but as well as I know from, for example, one Ethiopian restaurant in London, they told me they put rice flour because otherwise it's too difficult for them to cook it. I don't know whether this is true or just because it's much cheaper, but nevertheless, I make it with teff only. So this one's almost ready, and this one is completely dry, and I'm going to put it here. So you see, the first one, it had some cracks on it. Now for the remaining ones, they don't. I think this is just because of the temperature of the pan. It just needs to get to the right temperature. So this one is ready. And now I'm just going to make the last of them.